kids. Myself and these wonderful kids, Zainab, Salsabil, Abba, Muawiyah, and Umar, are reviewing Zainab Alkali's The Virtuous Woman. And today we are going to proceed in our discussion from chapter 4. But before we proceed, we'll have a recap of what we reviewed in the previous session. So who is going to start? Okay. Tell us what happened in the previous chapter.
The squad that the secretary want to assign with Nana, he was an old planning man, about 70.
Yeah, very old man.
About 70 years. He is working with a stick because of his big ulcer on his left leg. He have 3 tribal marks on his face.
Thank you. The secretary there, she told the girls that he was going to assign a royal escort for them, and they were skeptical of the type of escort he's going to assign to them. And to their surprise, yes, royal. Because of what they did to him, particularly Nana, she insulted him literally, and so to surprise them, he assigned a very old man that he's supposed to be the one they would escort, not him escorting them. And a very old man, 70-year-old man, walking with a walking stick, with an ulcer on his leg, with a weak eyesight, escorting them between the girls and himself. Who is going to escort who?
The girls.
Then what happened after that? Who will go next? Yes, Zainab.
The old woman also has an son, a poor eyesight on his eyes.
Yes. The man has poor eyesight.
Yes.
Yeah.
The secretary caught Nana looking at the old man's head and smiled shyly. The journey started well. They left the provincial headquarters after Azahar prayers.
Yeah.
The girls snuggled into their seats happily. They had chosen the correct position in the lorry.
Yeah, because when there are a lot of people hopping into a bus, the earlier you enter the bus, you will have higher chances of choosing the most comfortable places. When you are traveling, there are places in the bus that is not comfortable. Maybe your leg will be too tight, or maybe there will be load behind you, or things like that. But when you are late, when other people have boarded the bus first, you'll have no option than to sit wherever is remaining for you to sit. But then, since the girls are young and very agile and very strong, they hopped into the bus faster and they got the most comfortable place in the bus. Then what happened next?
Malam
Jauro, yes.
Their mattress and pillows, and they find a special place in the lorry.
Yes, yes.
Beside the lorry, there's slogan.
Slogan. Yes. Yes, each bus the buses are, when you are traveling, or even in the city, when you look at big lorries, at the back of it you see a kind of slogan, or something Allah Kiaye, God is strong, or things like that. Yes. Then what happened after that?
And the lorry was full, to say, but it is not too full. Nobody sat on another's lap. And the people are inside the lorry. Some are traders and some are travelers. And 2 bench behind the 3 girls, there were a family of a teacher.
Yeah, there was a family of a teacher.
His wife and his pregnant wife and his lovely daughter.
Two lovely daughters.
And behind the 3 girls' train, there were 2 trains.
Yeah.
Which are God protection and God is king.
Okay, that's the slogan of the 2 lorries behind them. Yes, nice. Yes, after that?
Directly in front of the girls were 2 boys from Barewa Boys College.
Okay, those boys were from King's College. Barewa from Zaria. Okay, they were also inside the bus. Okay. You see, this Barewa College is a very phenomenal school in Nigeria. It's one of the earlier schools, apart from the Her Majesty's College, as we discussed when we started in this book, and a very old school. Burial College as well. When you look at most of the leaders of Nigeria, most of them attended Burial College, and it's still in existence. When you go to Zaria, like the current president now, President Muhammadu Buhari, he attended Burial College. Most of the military rulers or military head of states and the president, most of them attended Burial College. So it's a very phenomenal school. Okay, those boys were going to Burial College in Zaria. Yes.
At full driver was a middle-aged and Hausa man.
Okay, and a Hausa man, not very old, not very young, somewhere around 30-something years. Yes. Sal?
The driver, a middle-aged Hausa man, was very
cautious. Yes, exactly. Then
Later on, Nana had observed the slogan on the side of the lorry.
okay.
It read,
Yes. And what is the slogan of the bus they were in?
Hakuri
Patience, of course. So as they continued the journey, I think there was sometimes when you are traveling, when you meet most especially older drivers, they tend to be going slower. I don't know if you've observed that. You see other buses will just come pew, pew, like that. They'll just overtake you as if you are standing in one position. And the more you get tired, you just be like murmuring inside, why is this driver too? What kind of driver we have? This old man, people will be talking like that. And some people will see maybe in pairs, this driver is just too slow. I don't know. You see, somebody will just be talking. And mostly how it happens that the driver will just ignore whatever you say. Mostly the older drivers. I think this is similar to what happened with them. And if it were a very young driver, they'll just be speeding anyhow. And I think as they were traveling, there were two lorries. There was a sandstorm. Was it rainstorm? Go? Yes. There was a rainstorm that very heavy downpour of water, of rain, and they were stopped along the way because two buses got stuck inside the sand, and they were going side by side, and both of them stopped.
Like a rat catching.
Yes, exactly, and that means that they completely blocked the way. Nobody can even pass. And I think from the description of the writer, how heavy the downpour was, by the God Gourd, like how we say in Hausa, when the rain is very heavy, we say Kamanda bakin kwariya. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. This God, if you haven't heard of that, we are hearing it now. You will hear, I'm sure that you will hear it subsequently by the God. You see it, Gourd, meaning that kwariya. So when that accident happened, when those two lorries got stuck, they blocked the road. It means nobody can move, and it's already night, so they literally cannot do anything there, and that means that they are going to spend the night in the jungle. So everybody hopped out of the bus, their own bus, and buses of the other two lorries that got stopped. They are thinking of what to do, and the rain from the heavy downpour, it continued slowing down to drizzles. Do you know drizzles? Like little drops. What we say in Hausa? Yes, of rain. And they were thinking of what to do. How are they even going to spend the night there? You know, there are older men there, there are women, there are younger children there, and there was a fat man there. Yes, Alaji, what?
Just them.
Oh, they just mentioned Alaji, one fat Alaji like that. While everybody was murmuring, everybody was complaining, his mind is not even going there. His main issue is what? Food.
To get food.
People are complaining about something else. He's saying, okay, what about food? And then everybody will ignore him. After some minutes, everybody will be quiet. He will still mention it again. And then they had no option, because, you know, when somebody keeps saying something and you also have it in mind, you will also take after him.
Yes.
Okay, we should eat food. But then they are in the middle of the jungle. Where are they even going to get food? There is nowhere for them to get food. What are you going to do? And somebody said that there is a village close by them, about 5 miles. That is it 10 miles or so?
Yes.
And it will
Nana
take,
says 10 and Abubakar says 5.
yes, it will take like about an hour of cycling. When somebody is riding on a bicycle, it will take him about an hour to reach that village. Then comes the next question: who will go? Everybody was quiet. And if that man did not insist, the people will just allow everything, just the conversation to die like that. But then he insisted. Who will go? Nobody responded. He insisted. Then there was this man, the father, the husband of that woman, the teacher. He wanted to go, and his wife held him. You're not going anywhere. She called him something like
Why you leave us? and
chief
go?
of fools or something like that.
Yes.
Like everything he wants to go. He wants to go. She said, no, you are not going anywhere. She insisted he is not going. Then those 2 boys that the girls met at the provincial headquarters. Abubakar. Yes. Abubakar, who first, who said he was going? Abubakar said he was going. He's the tall guy. And then
They asked
Bello
for
accompanied him. And then luckily for them, there is a bicycle inside the lorry.
The teacher's
The teacher's bicycle. Yes. So the 2 boys took the bicycle and went into the village to get them. Before even that, okay, they agreed. These 2 boys are going to the village. They will get them food. Yes. Another question again. They did not even talk about the money. As if they will just go to the village and ask them, give us food, and they'll give them food. They'll have to bring money. Here comes the funny part again. Money. Then they started contributing. The one man volunteered, and then everybody gave from what he has, and then they singing, making just entertaining people, and they gathered some money and they went to the village. You know, as they're in the jungle, people will just get places around to sit, and they lit fire to warm them since it's cold there after the rain, and people here and there sat around to have a rest and wait for the boys to bring back food. Yes. So there's this man that gathered the money. He was a very funny man, entertaining people, and he is the uncle of the daughters there. He's the younger brother to the teacher. Is that?
Yes.
And he's making fun of everybody, even the kids, and even like scaring, pretending like he's a hyena or so, and everybody there was laughing. Even Nana herself. Nana sat beside that woman, the mother of the twins. Yes. Beside the fire. And Nana was laughing when that man was making fun of the children. And then Nana observed that the woman was not laughing. And then she asked the woman, yes, it's like you don't like this man making fun of your children. Then a very interesting story began there. She said, no, that is not the problem. What made this man like that is what is pitiable. You know, there are sometimes when we like gossip, you know, as we discussed last, gossip is very sweet. Oh, even not necessarily gossip, but when you like story. This man, okay, what happened to this man? You don't know this man. Okay, what happened to this man? It's very pitiable. There's a very long, touching story about it. Please tell me. I can hold secrets. You know, tell me, is that not gulma? Is it not gossip?
Yes.
It is. Okay. Nana was very eager to learn about the story. How is this man that is very funny, very jovial, but this woman is saying that he has a very emotional story behind him? Then the woman started that this man is not naturally like that. It was as a result of some circumstances that turned him into what he is today, and that is what makes the woman, when she looks at him, to be very emotional. Then the woman said that this man, as it is known, that is the younger brother to her husband. This woman, the man, was very rich, very, very rich in the village, very prosperous. And he has a wife, and he has about, 5 or 6 daughters? Six daughters and one son. Yes, and the problem with him from the beginning of his story was that he sent only his male child to school, and he refused to send any of the daughters to school. People kept insisting that he should send them to school, but he refused, saying that even if he sends them to school. Yes, why?
Why will he send the female child to school? Let them, if they get knowledge, they are not the one that will benefit with the knowledge. Their husband are the one will benefit with the knowledge. Then he said that let the female daughters stay in the home and help their mothers in their work.
Okay, let us, before we proceed, let us have a little discussion about this. Do you agree with what he said?
No, I don't
Why?
agree. Because
Knowledge is very
now
I think this can be a debate topic.
Because now the world is changing.
The world is
If
changing.
you don't have
you don't
knowledge,
have knowledge.
people will not consider about human.
So it doesn't matter if you are male or female.
Yes.
Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Okay, what about you, Zainab? What are your thoughts about the belief of this man? That there is no point of educating a woman.
No, it is good to educate a woman because there is no difference between male and female.
Why? But people believe there is difference.
No.
No.
Some are saying there is different, but some
No, don't worry, I'm coming to you.
Some are saying that it's different
Why are they saying there is difference? What is the difference?
because
Is that so?
no,
It is, oh, girls don't stay in the kitchen.
yes,
Who stays in the kitchen then? The boys?
no, the girls will stay in the kitchen and they go to school.
So what is your perception? What is your belief? That girls deserve equal education with the boys?
Girls,
Yes. Is that what you are saying?
yes.
Okay, what about you, Sal?
If girls did not read when they travel to outside country, how they will communicate with the people,
Yeah.
and when they will cook, if they didn't know how to cook, with which knowledge they will serve them.
Okay, thank you very much. What about you? Let me hear your thoughts.
Girls must go to school.
Why?
Because if they married, if one day their husband is sick, who will find them food?
So,
Yeah.
wait, before we proceed, let us. So, what you are saying is that if the husband is sick, the woman should go and get food for them. Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Go and find work for them.
Okay, it is when the husband is sick that the woman will go and get
No.
work.
Even the husband is not sick, she
Yes,
must go and find work.
She should go and find work. Okay. What about you? Let me hear your thought.
it is important to both male child and female child to get knowledge,
Yes. Why?
because some girls will know more about their religions, and sometimes if a male child want to marry like a president, like now they are doing it.
Okay, we have many contestants, and all of them really believe that they are going to be president. So what you are saying is that if you have an ambition to become a president, you should go and marry an educated wife. Okay, what if you don't have any ambition in politics?
And some people also get shamed if they married an uneducated.
What do you mean by educated and non-educated? Or you want to make a point? Okay. What do you mean?
Continue.
What do you mean when you say an educated woman and an uneducated woman? What do you mean by that?
Educated, a daughter that goes to school and gets knowledge.
What kind of education? Okay, let me not confuse you. I'm asking you too much question. Are you talking about maybe, let's say, a woman that went to Sangaya and studied the Quran only? She memorized the Quran. How are you going to categorize her?
As we know,
Is she educated or not?
educated.
Okay, then is the president going to marry her? Or the prospective president? But she cannot even speak English.
Yes, but she has the half of the knowledge.
What is the half of the knowledge?
If she did not have the English one, she has the Arabic side.
Okay, what about if she cannot even... Okay, let me not extend this conversation more. You want to mention a point?
Yes.
Oh, before you did not say anything. Let me hear your thought, Muawiyah.
Many people's when they are rich, they love to marry richest women.
Or rich people like to marry rich women.
Yes.
Why?
Because
But are you even sure that rich men like to marry rich women?
yes, they don't want to marry poor.
Where did you get that notion from? Or you have seen an example from your place? Is that your point? Do you believe that women deserve proper education, equal education with the men?
Yes.
Why?
Because if you don't have education, you will not ever get a work.
You not get work. But we have a lot of rich businessmen that have never gone to the school, cannot even write their own names.
Uncle, now you will not get even a cleaner.
Where? Who told you?
If you
Or are you telling me that all the cleaners in your school have gone to school? Really? Okay, I like that. Okay, you want to say something?
Yes.
Yes.
If the daughters they do not go to school, when they marry, when they have children, they did not consider, they do not know what is the importance of knowledge until they will send their children to school.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I have listened to all your thought. I did not give my thought. I was just bombarding you with questions without giving my perception. Okay, now let me say my own perception. I will be inclined to the religious perspective. When you look at how God created both the male and the female, and in all the religious conjunctions, there is no difference between male and female. Like prayers, going for pilgrimage, everything, except some things that are specifically stated that this is specially for women alone. And I think maybe if you have heard of that, and I'm not sure if it is a proven scientific fact, that children inherit their intelligence from their mothers, not even their fathers. Have you ever heard of that? When you see an intelligent person, you know, people will say, this boy has inherited his father. He got this intelligence from his father, or she got this intelligence. She's always coming first position. Her father must be intelligent. People say, no, that the children inherit that intelligence from their mother, actually, not even their father. And what you are saying about going to work, and I think you mentioned one very important thing, that the world has already changed now. The need for education now is not the same as before. Yes. And that discrimination was more prevalent in more conservative societies, or in the past, that like what this man was saying, that there's no point of educating a girl, that even if you educate her, it's her husband that's going to reap the fruit of that education. It's not going to be of any use to you. But going back in history, to the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Aisha radiallahu anha. I think the Prophet said that you should take half of your religion from her. After his demise, a lot of the great companions, she became their teacher. What if she didn't learn anything from the Prophet?
All of them.
Do you think when all the narrations of Aisha are deleted from this religion, are we even going to have the proper religion?
Not.
Like 1/3 of the religion. Like the Prophet said, khudhu nisfa, khudhu what? It's even half. Khudhu nisfa dinakum inda hadhihi al-humayra, referring to Aisha. So that shows the importance of knowledge. Even in Islamic history, we have a lot of great female scholars. But they have, even the first university ever built in the world was built by who, if you know? By a woman in Morocco. Jamiat University of Karawiyin. It's there in Morocco. It is the first ever university, and it's built by a woman. Women have been given great significance throughout history. It's only this very conservative thought that makes people think that. So it's very important. As much as education is important to boys, it is also important to girls. This problem now, we also have it in more remote areas, in very smaller villages, that you see that girls will not even go to school. You see, all the boys will go to the school, but the girls will just be left at home doing nothing. But then even now, as things have been changing, the girls also are coming to school. You see, even in competitions now, most of the time when there is competition between boys and girls, maybe boys college and girls college, or even if it's a mixed school, you see the girls are even more intelligent than the boys. Is that not so? Yes. Why are you sighing? It's like you have taken that as a challenge, or you don't believe so? Yes. No, you are very uneasy because the girls, are making you very uneasy. They are more intelligent than you. That's why you are not even comfortable by just mentioning that. I know something. Why? Let me even ask. Why did you sigh? I said that the girls are prevalent. They win when there is a competition between boys and the girls, and you sighed. Why?
Because we are the winner.
No, you were afraid.
No.
Yes. But why did you sigh? Yes. A sigh of relief. Why?
Because
you remember something which made you afraid.
Nothing.
Why then? You know the girls are very intelligent, that you have to study very well for you to become as much intelligent as they are. Is that not so? Is that not so?
No.
Or you still don't believe? Okay, let us proceed with our discussion of the book. We have taken too much from that. So as the woman here was telling Nana the story of this man, that he didn't send any of his daughters to school. He sent only his son to school. And he was expecting more male children, but he didn't get. After many, many years, after having 6 daughters and only 1 male child, he decided to remarry, to marry a second wife, that she is as old as his 3rd daughter. And as fate has it, that young bride did not deliver. She did not put to bed. I think we have came across this. Put to bed, didn't we? What does put to bed mean?
When a woman
gets
pregnant and married.
No. Doesn't even make sense, right?
Yes.
When a woman puts to bed, what does that expression?
When a woman
gives birth to a baby, of course. We have not come across this. Okay, you are learning it now. Many a times when you are reading a book, you hardly see that they write when this woman delivers or gives birth. When you see she has put to bed, it means she has delivered a baby. 5 years after her marriage, the young bride, she did not put to bed. And then, of course, people will start talking that the older wife, the first wife, is a witch. Oh? Yes. This Aish is a witch. Aish is the person that stopped her from delivering. In fact, the man made it very clear why he even married the second wife. Why? Why was that?
Because he wants to. He
wanted a male child.
Yes.
That is what he wanted.
Yes.
And for 5 years, he did not even get any child. It was on the 6th or 7th year that the young bride put to bed twins,
Yes.
male twins, both of them. And then, unfortunately, after some days, both the twins died.
At the same time.
Yes, they died at the same time. And then their mother as well, she also died. That is where the tragedy of this man started. Okay, before we proceed, let us dissect this part very well. When you look at the Quran from Surah to Shura, I think the 42nd chapter of the Quran, 42nd, yes. God said, to Allah belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. He created what he wishes. He grants whom he wishes male children, and he grants whom he wishes female children. And he grants whom he wishes both male and female. And then for whom he wishes, he makes barren. Barren, it means a woman that does not deliver completely. That is completely how God wants. If God wants to give you male child, if you like, go and marry 100 women, you are only going to get male children. If God destines you to get only female children, marry 2,000 women, you are only going to get female children. And if God decides, you'll have male children and female children. And then if God decides
Nothing.
you are not even going to get any child, marry how no matter number of women you like.
Not yet.
Marrying more women is not going to change your destiny. This is the mistake that people make. That when I add a wife, it's like it is the wife that is going to determine the gender of the child.
What do you like?
No, yes, exactly. Because this woman, all she gives birth to is women. So I think I'll go and marry another woman. Marry another woman. If God destines that you are going to get female children, the second wife will give
again.
yes, female children. But then there are sometimes. Yes, you want to say something?
Yes.
Yes.
The prayer will, if you are praying many, will change the destiny.
Exactly. Prayer can change your destiny. Prayer can change your destiny. Of course, prayer changes destiny. I hope we all believe that.
Yes.
There are sometimes maybe you see somebody marries for many years expecting a baby, and then after maybe 5-10 years, then that person will get a baby. Like this very interesting story from the Quran. I'm sure that you all know. Story of who?
Zachariah.
No.
Maria.
No. Story of Prophet Ibrahim. He was a very old man. He became very old without having any child. But he has been expecting a child. It was when the angels came to him that they gave him the glad tidings that he is going to get a child. And his wife, a very, very old woman as well, when she heard them saying that she's going to get a child,
She laughed.
yes, she laughed. How can I even get a child now? She has already gave up on getting a child. But then she was also excited. You see, as much as he's more than 70 years old, but he got a child now. If God wants to give you a child, even when you pray too much, you pray as much as possible. God can change your destiny. Maybe if God destined that you are not going to get a child, you might get a child. Is that not so? Yes. But that mentality of people by adding more wives to get a specific gender is not going to change anything. Sometimes it's just by fate. That's how God designed. Maybe from your first wife, you have, like from this man, 6 daughters.
6 daughters.
And then you want a child, and then you marry again, and you get a male child. You'll think that it's because of her. No, that's how God wants it. And in fact, if you will check properly, the gender comes even from you, the man, not even from the woman. It's from you, not her. But people keep blaming women that it's her fault. This woman, you understand? So this is the beginning of the tragedy of this man. He remarried to get male child. He got twins, and he even created problem for himself. That conservatively in that village, you know how people used to do naming ceremony, but he became very extravagant. He slaughtered a cow.
A very big
Yes,
festival.
yes, and they spent about 8 days festival. And people are not used to seeing. They wanted him, stop that. You are going to cause problem for yourself. Then, as fate has it, the children, the twins, they died, and their mother died. And what do you think is going to happen to that man? And even before the bride died, as people started talking, that is the first wife, she's the witch. She ate, but like people say, she ate the children, and she killed the second wife. He started blaming her and things like that, and he chased her out of the house. And because of depression, he started drinking. Drinking what? Water?
No.
What? Juice?
Alcohol.
Yes, exactly. Most of the time when you are reading, when you see drinking, it means drinking alcohol.
Or he become a drunk.
Yes, he became drunk. Yes. He just started making his life useless. And he was a very successful farmer before that tragedy. He stopped going to the farm, just changed. His life completely changed after the death of his wife. Like, he could not even believe anything. Then he started making fun of everybody. He became a funny man. Not that because he's naturally a funny, happy man. His fun is not because of happiness, it's because of depression. And that was what informed the mother of the twins. Like that when she looks at him, she pities him. You understand? Then after that, what happened?
No longer his male child finished his schools in the white man's country.
Before we even go to that, I think as the woman was telling Nana the story of the funny man,
Yes.
Abubakar and Bello returned from the nearby village. They brought a lot of meat, raw meat. Was it a cow or ram? Yes, slaughtered ram. And then they had a barbecue. When you look at the description of the barbecue there, oh my God, I just wish I was there. You know, they brought and then they lit large fire there, and you know, from the people that are traveling, they have oil and other things like that, and then they roasted the meat and everybody enjoyed, and they went back to their gisting. Nana was with that woman, and then she observed Layla with the boys there. Cool? Yes. She was looking at her like, what's the problem with this girl? What this girl, you understand? Like this girl attaching Magana. Is that not so? Then what happened after that?
Nana was laughing. Jalal, he's telling the boys.
That is Layla, not Nana.
Yes, Layla. The boys are laughing. They sit in the group. Then Nana start watching her, and
watching her do what?
He started only observing her. What she's sitting inside of the boys.
Yes. So what happened there was when Nana was watching at how Layla was very jovial, very open, very relaxed, gisting. You know how Nana is. She was a cripple. She was like Allah Sarki. She looked at this because I'm a cripple now. I'm not. Nobody will even look at me. You know, she's having that depression, and that woman observed her kind of depression, and she gave her some reassuring words. And from that man again, his child was the first child. He was coming from the white man's city, back from school. And the child learned what happened with his father and that his mother was sent out of the school. And then when that woman was sent out of the school, because out of her home, I mean, none of her daughters went to school. Then that woman started working extra hard. She started going to the farm from the morning, from dusk, up to, there was this expression there that when hens go back to roost, like from Fajr to Maghrib, every day going to farm. She was working very hard. She sent her two eldest daughters to school. They went to school and they even finished teachers college. They were about to finish. That was when the boy came. When he learned of what happened, he said that he was only going to come back when his father brings back his mother to the house. And because he is the only male child that the man has, he has no option than to hear what his child has to say. So he brought the woman back. Go?
Yes.
And then that man started thinking, he still has that obsession of family line and male children. Okay, he was thinking, okay, what about when this child comes? And he swore that he's not going to marry again after the death of his young wife. Okay, what if this boy comes back? What if I marry him off? When I marry him off, when he has children, okay, then I will have grand. Okay, why didn't I think of that? You understand? He was thinking to himself. When the boy came back, he was talking with his father, and his father told him that you are getting married, like you now. When you just go home and you are told at home, Umar, you are getting married. Oh, Muawiyah, get ready, you are getting married. You just start laughing like
it's a joke.
Yeah, of course they joke. You are just joking. It's not even possible. I'm not even old enough for marriage, you know. But the father was insisting, and you know, for village life, they marry off their sons and daughters at a very early age. The boy has gone to school. He has gone to maybe UK, Britain, or somewhere. He thought, no, I'm just too young. I cannot get married now. But then the father insisted, and he even married him off without his knowledge.
Yes.
When he just come home, he found that he already has a wife, and he was very furious that, but father, you see, you have no right to marry me off, to get a wife for me without my knowledge. You understand? Like for village people, for the girls and the boys, they will say, hey, you Umar, you are going to get married to this girl. You have no option. Girl, sometimes they'll not even tell you. They'll not only inform you after the marriage has happened. Okay, so see Umar, your wife is so girl from so family, and that's how you are going to live. But that guy, oh no, it's not possible. Baba, no, you see, look, now I'm a big boy, so it's not possible. You cannot just go and marry me off like that. It's not possible. You see, discussion started happening like this with his father. Then what happened after that?
He left the house.
He left the house angrily.
He got the letter.
Yes, exactly. So I think we are going to stop at this junction. We're going to see what happened after this discussion arose between him and his father. Is he going to agree to live with this new bride that his father married for him?
No.
Yes or no? No, we don't know that. We are going to see that in our next episode, God willing. So let's take a recap of what we have learned today. I think each one of you will give me one lesson you learned from what we have discussed today. Starting from you, Zainab.
I learned that female education is very important.
Female education is very important, yes. Sal?
I learned that when you married and you didn't get even child,
Yes.
don't get married again. Believe in Allah and He is one that.
Yes.
You
Yes.
not get it.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Abba?
When you get married and you didn't have daughter or son, don't say that if I married this woman I'll get son, not daughter.
Okay, yes, yes. Abba?
When a person is driving, he must be careful to go and cause himself into an accident.
Yes, exactly. Like when younger drivers, when they drive very carelessly, and then accident happen, and after the accident they say Allah ne kaddara, while you were very careless. That's how people do. They'll ask you to drive carefully, but they'll just be speeding anyhow. You just go and cause accident, maybe kill people and say Allah ne kaddara. But you were careless. You are not careful. You should be careful when driving. Also, when you are crossing the road, you should also be very careful. As you have been taught, I'm sure all of you, when you are crossing the road, what are you going to do?
Road safety.
You look right, left, and no, is it left, right, and left again before you cross? You should be very careful. Not just when you just hear, no, you have to look very well. Yes, Mawia.
To agree what your parents told you.
Yes, you should agree to what your parents told you. Yes, thank you. Omar.
The prayer will change.
Prayer can change destiny. Yes, prayer can change destiny, of course. Whatever is it that you want. So as much as you pray hard, pray harder and harder. Don't relent in your prayer when you are praying to God. When you are praying, you pray with that sincere belief that God is going to answer your prayer.
Yes.
That, like what the prophets, peace be upon him, said, that God said, He is to you what you think of Him. If you really think that He will answer your prayer, then He will. And if you have that skepticism or you have that doubt, okay, let me just pray in case. You understand? No, God doesn't accept this kind of prayer.
Yeah.
Pray with that sincere belief. Just believe 100% that God is going to accept your prayer. And even from accepting prayer, there are different ways how God accepts prayer. It's not like say, okay, oh God, please give me one mango, and you expect the mango to come right now. It might come the time you expect. It might come later, not the time you are expecting. Or God will not even give you completely in the world. Maybe He will reserve it for you in the hereafter.
You have become big.
Yes.
Forgotten.
Yes, you have forgotten. But then when you pray, definitely God answers your prayer. Just the difference, how God answers your prayer is not how
you
yes, because how you comprehend. You just have to believe that. But then prayer changes destiny. Yes. Thank you very much. And before we round up, let's have one new word from all of you. Let me start from you. What?
Sulking.
Okay, what does that mean?
To feel angry for a time, usually silent.
Okay. Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes.
Yes.
Abalawan was an sulky boy.
Abalawan was sulking. I see that you have been attacking Abalawan even from our previous session. I don't know what beef you have between you and Abalawan. Even in our last session, you were using him as example. Okay, we are going to find out that. Let us come to him if he's going to use your name as example or not. Yes.
Contribute.
Contribute. Yes.
To give something such as money or goods to help someone.
You mention money. It's like we like money. Okay, can you use it in a sentence?
Yes.
Yes.
Uncle contributes or
Contributed
contributed
as a verb.
us when going to the home.
Contributed what?
Money.
Okay, he contributed money. Okay, thank you very much, Abba.
Entertainer.
Entertainer, yes.
A person who makes people laugh and gives an interest stories.
Yes, nice. Is it a sentence?
Mandogo is he's an entertainer.
Okay, that man's name is Malandogo.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot that. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Bo. Bo.
Oh, Bo, that's the what? Did you say Bo? Can you spell it?
B-O-R-E.
Oh, Bo. Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes English is a very confusing language. Bo, what does that mean?
Feeling tired and uninterested.
Okay, bored. Okay, yes, exactly. Yes. Can you use it in a sentence?
I am bored with this work.
Which work? No, I need to know which work. I have to know which work. You need to tell us which work particularly. It's like this. This is coming directly from your heart. You are bored with this work. Why? Which work?
Washing.
Oh, you don't want. Okay, I think you should hear it. He doesn't like to wash. So if anything happens, we are going to use this against him. Now we know that you don't like washing. Thank you. Noted. Sal?
Volunteer.
Volunteer. Yes.
To help.
To help. Yeah. Nice. Sentence.
I volunteered to my mom to cook.
You are volunteering. Are you really cooking? Sal, tell us the truth now. Wait, no. Are you really
Only Indomie.
You see what I'm saying? You see? Even Indomie now, you are going to tell us that you are volunteering to cook Indomie. And wait. When you cook the Indomie, who's eating?
Me and my sisters.
No, actually, when you cook, when you have interest in cooking the Indomie. So you are volunteering to feed yourself.
I am volunteer.
Oh, you volunteer to cook for everyone at home?
No. Yes, I will help my mom.
Oh, you help your mom?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Peppers,
Okay, you
onions.
help her in the kitchen in preparing the dish.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Thank you very much. Yes, Zainab. Pardon? Emerge. Okay, emerge. Yeah.
To come or appear from somewhere.
Yeah, to appear. Yes. Sentence.
I emerge from our house.
You emerge from your house, like boom, you just emerge.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I think with this we have come to the end of today's session. We'll meet next week, same time, same day, to find out if that boy is going to agree to live with his newly wed wife or not. So we'll say, on this note, we'll say bye-bye. See you next week. Bye-bye.